According to the dictionary, capital punishment is the practice of killing people as punishment for serious crime. The death penalty has been a form of punishment throughout human history and across societies, reserved for criminals of especially heinous crimes. Because of the nature of the punishment, it has raised an excess of human rights issues, which consequently has led to its abolishment in a majority of countries. However, despite the controversy surrounding it, it is still practiced in one form or another in many countries. For example, that is the case of China and United States. Besides issues of human rights, questions of ethical and even legal right by the state to perform a punishment by death has been raised by advocates of the capital punishment. It is also true that without a foolproof justice system, a lot of innocent people have been killed by this punishment, so it cannot be ruled out. Capital punishment must be abolished. So today I would like to talk about different arguments in contrast of this punishment. Let's start with the first one. Wrongly convicted innocent people have received capital punishment sentences and tragically were killed by the state. I would like to talk about Larry Griffin, who was executed in Missouri in 1995. Apparently, he was innocent. And it says, a year-long investigation by the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund has uncovered evidence that Larry Griffin may have been innocent of the crime for which he was executed on June 21 in 1995. Griffin maintained his innocence until his death, and investigators say his case is the strongest demonstration yet of an execution of an innocent man. The report notes that a man injured in the same drive-by shooting that claimed the life of Quinton Moss was actually on the scene has given a new account that undermines the trial testimony of the only witness who identified Larry Griffin as a martyr. So, we can see that apparently he was innocent. It is also believed by offenders of the capital punishment that this punishment is and performed in racial manner. Why? Because approximately 48% of the criminals were African who had been executed by the capital punishment are African American. So it is advocated that capital punishment is used racially. Also, it is believed that a rehabilitated criminal can make a more valuable contribution to society. For example, there is a program which is called The Way to Happiness, which help the criminals innate goodness and pride so they can see that they were who committed the crime in the past, they were in charge of it, so they can think and reflect about it. It is also believed, and last but not least, that capital punishment doesn't deter criminal, doesn't deter crime. Why? Because on its core, murder is a crime of passion. One does not consider the consequence of the death penalty while in the midst of a violent crime. Most murders occur under the influence of alcohol or drugs, further revealing that the consequence of the death penalty can have no deterrent effect. Also, the National Research Council reviewed more than 3 decades of research and found no credible evidence that death penalty deters crime actually. And most important, a 2009 study found that 80% of the nation's top criminologists believe the death penalty is not a deterrent. With this argument, we can believe that capital punishment is actually not the best punishment for criminals who committed serious crimes. And I would like to finish my speech in a way with a simple question that has been in my mind most of the time as I was studying this punishment, as I was studying capital punishment, and it is, why do we kill people who kill people? To demonstrate that killing people is actually wrong, and most important, it is even moral. That is a question that we should have in mind. So we already so sorry that it doesn't deter crime. That is a racial problem too. That rehabilitated criminal can make a morally valuable contribution to society, as I said before, and that innocent people have been killed by this capital punishment. So, as I said before, why do we kill people who kill people? To demonstrate that killing people is actually wrong. I would like that you can reflect on this question every time that you listen to this punishment. It is not a simple question. It's easy, but it's not a simple question at the same time. Why do we kill people who kill people? To demonstrate that killing people is actually wrong, and it is even moral.